Hi, I'm Ethan, a New York City-based small business growth coach, and I'd like to talk to you today about the incredible damage you can do in your organization by considering your talent acquisition through the lens of peers of potential. So what do I mean by that? The most instructive model to use as a demonstration of what not to do is Jack Welch, former CEO of GE, with the notion of A's, B's, and C's. So your A's in this conceptual framework are the top performers. The A's are the amazing producers. You give them what you need. You give them things that nobody else gets: power, control, autonomy, all the resources, support, because they supposedly outperform everybody else. Your A's are keepers that require significant attention, effort, focus. Your B's, according to Jack Welch, are technically and performance-based proficient. They achieve all the metrics, they hit all their KPIs, their goals. They require a modicum of management and dictating what to do. They're functionally performing at an acceptable level. You don't want to invest that much in them, but you certainly don't have to worry that much about them. Lastly, according to this model, are the C's, the underperformers. When you look at potential and performance productivity, your C's are at the bottom, right? And Jack Welch, when he spent 40 years at GE and rose the ranks and ascended to CEO, he basically said, if you're a C in your organization, management, you get rid of the C's. How destructive is that in any organization? What I would posit is that you shouldn't have A's, B's, C's. You should have most A's, maybe some B's. But that means you need to shift or change your mindset and your approach to talent acquisition. Instead of interviewing based on hypotheticals, asking candidates, if you were faced with such and such a situation, how might you handle that? That's conjecture. That has no basis on identifying who your top candidates are. Instead, you use what's called behavioral interviewing, and you ask them, when faced with a specific situation in the past, how did you handle that? What were the challenges? What actions did you take? And what were the results that you actually achieved? This means moving away from the traditional method of hiring based on job description, which are a few roles and responsibilities that are needed for a modicum of success. Instead, you shift the lens to focus on amazing attributes, qualities, characteristics, leadership, exhibited leadership, working in communities, being actively engaged, critical thinking, problem solving, working in teams, collaboration. Those are the kinds of things you want to seek out in your A's and fill your organization with top performers. It's your responsibility to build an amazing culture. Reach out to me and ask me how I do that with my clients. Thank you.